Hinsdale, Illinois. Take a close look at the van on the right. Now you see it. Now you don't. Collisions like this happen every 100 minutes. But thanks to an incredibly selfless act, the driver of this van escapes just seconds before a certain death. This bedroom community outside Chicago relies heavily on trains for transportation to and from the city. They're filled with commuters like Bill Moore, a stockbroker who one evening found himself in the role of local hero. Driving home one night, Bill spots an elderly man taking a wrong turn at a railroad crossing and driving down the tracks.
He was kind of out of his element, and he just got disoriented.
He traveled down the railroad tracks for approximately 300 yards when his car became impaled on the tracks and wasn't able to drive anymore.
Although other drivers witnessed this potentially fatal mistake, the only one to stop is Bill Moore.
I think the driver is very lucky that Mr. Moore, who was the passerby, saw him at the time.
Bill Moore begs the reluctant old man to abandon his van.
He balked a little bit because he was trying to get his van off the track at the time. I said, you're just going to have to get out.
At that moment, Bill sees the lights of an approaching train.
I really just knew he was in trouble and I had to get him out of there. And that was pretty much all I was thinking about.
Though police had been called to the scene, they can't stop the oncoming locomotive. Bill pulls the elderly man from the van and rushes him to safety, and not a moment too soon. A powerful train slams into the van.
The van was pushed approximately 300 yards down the tracks and demolished.
Where he was sitting was totally crunched. He wouldn't have survived.
Officers reviewing this tape were amazed at how close Bill and the man came to a gruesome death.
We counted there was only 7 seconds between the time the passerby, Mr. Moore, pulled the driver of the van out prior to the collision.
Bill Moore's act of courage never fails to amaze anyone viewing this incredible video.
I think it was pretty selfless what he did, risking his own life trying to rescue a perfect stranger.
But Bill remains humble about his actions that night.
Once in a while you can step out and make a difference. So I was glad I was able to do that for him.